I believe the biggest thing that's in our way from where we want to be is just ourselves. And I've spoken to guys, and obviously I've had this experience myself, where it's so tempting to just blame everything else around us, but not ourselves. And I noticed that the results that I wanted for the last few years, and the results I'm still trying to get now, is primarily because I'm getting in my own way. I'm doing things that I shouldn't be doing, and I'm just not putting in the energy. I'm not putting the energy in the focus where it needs to be. And this was a really big thing for me. And I notice now that there's so many things that I was doing, so many habits that I was doing that just wasn't ideal. I'd be playing video games every single day, for 3, 4, perhaps even 5 hours. Sometimes I'd even start playing the video games in the morning, and that would run from the morning to the afternoon. And other times I'd be consuming lots of content. Sometimes I'd be playing video games and consuming content. And it's stuff like that where at the end of the day, I was thinking, well, why am I not getting the results I want? Well, clearly, it's because I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm giving my energy to the wrong places, to where they're not actually respected. Now, do I think content video games are bad? Not inherently, no. I still play video games. I'm making video games using AI, right? I enjoy them. But I noticed that, or at least I couldn't hide away from the fact that it was doing really bad things to my dopamine. It was just, really messing up my dopamine baseline. I'd wake up, I wouldn't want to do anything. Going for a walk was boring, and anything else that wasn't playing video games or stimulating was boring. It felt like a chore. And I feel like a lot of guys somewhat feel this but don't recognize it, right? Where for me, I'd ask myself, well, why do I feel bored? Why do I feel a bit restless? Why is this not interesting? Or perhaps why is this no longer interesting, right? Like I would do things that used to be interesting to me, that I used to have interest in, but then there was even the thought of, well, have I just moved on from it? And I know that that wasn't the case. So for me, what I ended up doing is I just decided to take a step away and just trying to push back against what I was doing, trying replacing some of my habits. Sure, I haven't gotten rid of necessarily video game, I haven't necessarily gotten rid of consuming content, but I've been replacing habits. I've been trying to, for example, go for more walks, trying to have more blank space in my life where I'm just not having to consume things. I can just go for a walk and just let my mind process whatever's going on in the day. But I think it's just such a big issue, which I never realized, is that I was just getting in my own way. And it's going to be different for everyone, right? Everyone has different issues. Some people can play a video game, not have a problem with it, and continue on with their life. For me, it's a little bit more difficult because I've been playing video games for probably, a decade or something. However, other people have issues with alcohol. I don't have issues with alcohol because I've never drunk alcohol before, right? So it's just different. And I think all of us guys know deep down what it is that is a big, I don't know, struggle or hassle for us. And again, like I said, I'm not saying you need to get rid of it. I'm saying you need to start replacing things. Try and start replacing habits and realizing, look, and I keep coming back to the same quote of to get something you've never had, you need to do something you've never done. Right. And so it's like if you're just going to keep doing the same thing every day and keep complaining that you're not getting the same results, or at least you're not getting different results, then it's like, well, look, like this is the reality. And I've sat in that reality for quite some time as well. So really the point of this video and the message I just want to get across is quite simply that a lot of times, you are just getting in your own way, and you will continue to do that. And I continue to do that for myself as well. But I think it's taking that responsibility and ownership to where you go, oh, okay, right, I am getting in my own way. The things that are holding me back or that I've been directing my energy towards are this, and this. How can I go about changing it up? How can I go about working on things that are more meaningful to me? How can I go about finding things that are more meaningful to me? And you might not always know what that is, but you need to start somewhere. You need to start doing something, at least dedicate maybe 60 to 90 days or something. An easy thing for me was YouTube. I thought, you know what? I'm interested about these topics. Let's share my experiences about them. And that was that. So really just understand, or at least, get that in, where a lot of it is just, I feel like as guys, we just get in our own way. And if you can start replacing the habits and the behaviors, or just readjusting from them and working and just putting your energy more so towards the thing that matter, I'm sure that that's going to make a really big difference.